Hi, I'm Miss Kim. I'm the Art Link instructor at the Music Connection, Conservatory of Music and Art, and this week's Art Mini free class or tutorial, I will be teaching you how to make a flat Stanley and a flat Susie, or one or the other. So let's begin. So here we are with the supplies for this week's mini art tutorial. So the product I purchased was Teaching Tree is the name of it. As you can see up here, that's the brand. It's paper shapes, multicultural colors, meaning different colors. So you get the manila colored, like a tan color and a white color. In boys, 10-piece over here. This is what I consider the boys, but it could be girls too if you want with short hair. And then here's the girl one with 10 pieces, and the hair is like this, but you know, boys sometimes have long hair, so whatever. But you get the idea. You get 10 in a pack for $1 at the dollar store of this, or 10 of girls in a pack. It wasn't mixed with boys and girls, so that's why I'm making it a point of that. But you could go on Amazon and have your parents or somebody help you find this product with the mixture of them, okay, if you want that, if they have that. I haven't really researched it, but this is what I found at the dollar store. Then I have paint markers, Sharpie, and I have the colors black because both need the outlining and detail. This one has Susie, the flat Susie has red and yellow in mine, so it won't require a lot of colors. And then for flat Stanley, I have the blue, green, and black. But if you want to use other colors and you have other colors, even just permanent Sharpie markers is fine. They'll work. Just know this is what I'm working with, but you certainly can do other colors. If you don't have all these, you want like black, but other colors for your clothes, for your dress, or different clothes, or like a different, like your favorite sports team or your sports team, baseball team, or whatever you're on your shirts, your school colors, by all means you can do any of those, okay? You're not limited to this. This is just for this tutorial. Okay, so let me begin. To make this a little neater, I'm going to push this away. Here's the different colors in each pack. So you see the manila is like a vanilla ice cream color, tan, and white, okay? I did Susie in tan, and I did flat Stanley in vanilla colored, but here's a white one too, so you know that that's available. Okay, I'm just going to pull these down since these are the ones I work with to make flat Stanley and flat Susie. So the point of this is we're going to draw them. Now you can, I'm doing both. You can buy all that, or you could just like, I just want girls, or I just want boys. Then just do that, but I'm doing it so this is for boys or girls, or both, okay? You might have a sibling, a little brother, and you're the sister, then you can get all that, okay? So what I want to say is when you make these, after you make them, the point is you can fold them and send them in the mail in a proper envelope, ask your mom and dad, and you can do a note to say your grandma and say, I don't know, Utah. Hi, Grandma in Utah. This is Flat Susie saying hi. Take a picture of me somewhere in your house for fun, and then we'll guess where you have her. And say, Grandma's like, oh my God, isn't that fun? And she reads your note, and then she puts it in her doggy's bed and takes a picture, and then you have to guess, and you're like, oh, that's Grandma's doggy's bed that the Flat Susie's in. And it's just a fun way to connect with family from other states. Just like Flat Stanley, you could do the same thing, and you could fold them. Now in preschool, this is a real popular, or kindergarten, elementary years, this is a popular project. Not all schools have done that, but just so you know, they have, and it's a fun thing to do. So the same concept, you can mail them with a note to like your Uncle Buck in, I don't know, Florida, okay? Whatever, you get the idea. So as you can see, this flat Stanley, I made him holding a baseball. You can do whatever you want. If you're into a different sport, you can certainly put a different ball or a frisbee or whatever. I'm just doing this, but if you want to follow this, you can, or you could go on your own and do what you want, but you'll see how I kind of went about it. Also, you'll notice like the different effect in the pants. There's a flat, dry side, and there's a shiny side to each of these. When you work on a shiny side, it creates this cool effect, and it looks like denim jeans. And then I made them look like they're cuffed pockets. I made his little gym shoes with laces, and then I did tie-dye swirl and a tie-dye baseball cap for fun. And I just kept it a few simple colors so you don't have to have all these markers. Then for Flat Susie, you can design her clothes. You can be the fashion designer of a sweater and a skirt, and I put a black ribbon tied here and a bow in her hair and her Mary Jane shoes and socks. You can make yours different if you would like, but you get an idea, or you follow this, whatever you would like. She's got the, wavy hair and a nice smile. So that's the start of this, but you can certainly do what you want with them and then let them dry, because if you don't, they will smudge, especially the shiny side of your paper doll, okay? Now, if you don't want to mail them or anything, you could just have fun around the house with them. Or you could, have them hanging out and talking and play paper dolls. Okay, why not? Because we used to do this back in the day. All right, let's begin. So let's do Flat Stanley. I'm going to do a quick tutorial because it's pretty simple. So I'm going to start with my black Sharpie. So I'm going to shake that up. You have to do that with black marker, the Sharpie paint marker. And I'm using paper and I'm activating the color on a separate piece of paper. And I push down on it, up and down the tip in order to activate to get the paint into there, okay? Now if you don't have this, you can just use a marker, Sharpie marker, and just check it to see there's enough ink in it, because sometimes they're not, okay? That's all you gotta do on that. All right, so with him, I'm just going to do a simple baseball cap. So I just did a little swoop down like that, and you can do that. Then I did another one like this for the cap, and I came up so it looks like the rim of the cap. Okay. Then I did a couple little sweeps of hair right under the cap like he has. And I put some eyes here, just a half circle and a half circle. Why make it complicated? And a little one for his nose, and then a nice little cute smile with a cheek and his mouth like, hey, how you doing? Okay. Then I use the hair to go this way and this way. I add some ears, and I just darken this to create that's an ear. And then here we have the ear and a cheek here. Okay. And then I color in this for the neck, as you can see. I might be going a little fast. If you need to slow down, you always can take the video and slow it down and replay it. All right. Next, I'm going to go further down, and now we're going to do a t-shirt. You can make a long sleeve shirt, or a tank top if you want. So that's other ideas. But I'm just going to do a basic t-shirt. And as you can see, there's the top. A little neck shows, that's okay. And over here, I'm doing the t-shirt, okay? Then I'm going to put a line here for the top. And then here's his pockets. I'm going to just draw where he puts his coins to get ice cream from the ice cream man. And here's the cuff at the bottom of his jeans, like so. And there you go. That's a basic drawing. With these gym shoes, I made a little rubber top front. I did like 2 lines like this. And then I just went like a line and zigzagged or X's down to look like it's laced up, his laces. So pretty simple. I hold this down with my finger and do the same on this side. And I make 2 lines like this, parallel next to each other. A line and crisscross to make the laces. Okay? Let's go to his hands. I'm going to stick with the baseball idea I have here. So I'm going to make a little ball in his hand right there. Okay? And I'm going to put a couple lines to show him holding the ball. And this is his little thumb in his arm. Now I'm going to color this in. And you're going to see, oh, that looks like a hand cupping the baseball in his thumb. See? That one might be a little different. Guess what? That's okay. Now on this side, same thing. I'm going to make a V in here to create the difference between the thumb and the forefinger. That's your pinky, your pointing finger. And then I'm going to put a little line in here to show there's a shadow. And you're going to see the arm and then the thumb. And then you're going to take a couple more lines to create the 1, 2, 3, 4 other fingers. There's the pinky, ring finger, middle finger, and your pointer finger. Okay? And then I just do a little V up in here under the arms so you could see that he's got like a shirt on and it looks more like the t-shirt. Okay? That's done. I'm going to slide him over. We'll do the coloring after. I just want to start Susie. If you want to do a Susie, if you don't, then you'll fast forward and go just to the boy. All right, with Susie, I know there's flat Stanleys. I've never heard of a Susie. I'm the first one, is from what I know. This is my original idea, so I'm excited about Susie. All right, let's start with the top. I'm going to make her bow, so I'm making kind of like an X and then a line and a line. So I can almost go like an X and then a line and a line, and then I can make a little dot in the center to make it like the bow. Okay? And I do pull down the ribbon just a little bit. On her face, I go on the side, I just go a line here, and I follow right here and go up. All right, this one might be a little narrower. That's okay. It's not going to always look exactly like mine, and that's the point. Don't worry about that. Just keep going. And then I'm going to swoop her bangs a little, just like that. And I'm going to swoop her hair a little bit now, so you know this is where her hair is. Just like that on that side. And now on this side, same thing. And you can put different colors if you want. If you want to make her and him more like you, go for it. Whatever you want, okay? But this is a start. Then I have a little circle, half circle like this, and then I add a couple eyelashes for the pretty little girl. And then a little nose, and a smiley face, and a little tongue. And then I do a little V to make the chin, like this Susie. Okay? They look a little different, that's okay. Each time you create, you're gonna have a little difference sometimes in your work. All right, now I'm gonna make the collar on her sweater. I decided to do that to make it more interesting of a design. And I came down like that, and I did come across like this to create the waistline where the skirt is. I'm kind of a fashion designer right now, and you are gonna be too. All right, and then I take a line and I come like this and come down. And I'm gonna do the same for the collar. I'm letting a little bit of her neck show. This is her chin, this is her neck. And then the collar, and come down. Okay? Then I'm going to put 3 buttons, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to make her belt right now. It's a black ribbon in mine, but you can make it how you want. And then I make a loop, and a loop, and a squiggle, and a squiggle. And that's all. We go down. I'm not going to put the ruffle on her dress here because I feel I want to keep it yellow here like I show. I don't want to put her knees in yet. Here's her socks. That too, I just want to stay with that. So I'm just going to go right into her Mary Jane shoes. They're just a black patent leather shoe. They were popular when you're little or when back in the day. And you just put a line and a shape like that. It's almost like a half moon and then a straight line. And then a line here. And just color in your Mary Janes all the way except for where the sock's going to show, because you have the top of the sock and then the peak of the color of that same sock coming through. That's how I did mine. Again, say you're more of a girl that's like sporty and you're like, I'm not going to put Mary Jane shoes on, I want gym shoes on. Then you would just do something like this or whatever you would like. It's just that this is a simple tutorial for you to try and do what you would like. And you are not limited to the tan and this. You could pick whatever colors you like, of course. All right, I'm going to take this and put this aside. Now, this one was drying. I'm going to go back to him and let this one dry. When it's shiny, it's wet. It could smudge with your finger, so be careful. I'm going to bring back my paper here to activate. We're going to go with the blue. I'm going to shake my blue. You'll hear a little ball in your pink one. Push it down to activate it. You can put the cap on the back. And then you're going to color your jeans in. Or you know what, we'll start from the top and work our way down, probably best. All right, so we'll just color the cap in. And just like I did up here. Now this blue is a little darker. I think it might be slightly different than the one I used, but that's okay, you get the idea. And then I'm gonna just do like a tie-dye swirl in the cap. All right, and then I'm gonna do his blue jeans. So I'm gonna just color it. And this marker might be slightly different than the one I used. That's okay. Just, you get the idea. So I'm making the cuff part of his jeans, like so, and then I'm gonna color. I'm just going up and down, and another row, up and down. It doesn't have to be a certain, this major technique, it's just up and down, like that. And if you want, you could go back in and go like this, and you know what I mean? But for now, we're just coloring in that space with the marker up and down. And then I'm gonna go across like this too, all the way to continue that. And up in here by the pockets and all the way across, we're coloring all the jean in, the denim blue jeans that you wear when you're playing out in the park or outside having fun in the sun. All right, and then I'm going to continue going across like so. This is pretty easy. I think you could do this. Take your time. You could always pause the tutorial, play it back if you need, okay? All right, so we'll stop there and put the marker down. Now we're gonna take the green, shake it up, press it down for the paint one, the Sharpie marker, you don't have to do that. And we're gonna go back up here. I'm coloring in the t-shirt. And like mine, I just colored like this, just like I did the jeans, back and forth, up and down. I hear a little squeaky squeak that happens with your markers. That's fine. And a little, see there's light coming through, it's okay. That's kind of makes it interesting looking. Unless you really want to color it in, you could do that too. That's not wrong either. This is just the way I'm going to do it. And there's plenty of ink, it's just lighter, this green. And I'm going to keep going around the collar. Keep going. Squeaky, squeaking marker. All right. So, t-shirt's colored in, and I'm going to color his cap green up here. And I'm kind of going random because it's a tie-dye baseball cap. I thought that'd be kind of fun and funky, but you can do it how you want. I'm going to cap my green. I'm done with that. I am going to come back with my blue while it's open. I'm going to go back and do a little more tie-dye so it sticks up kind of like on my example up here. Let's pull it closer. And I'm just kind of doing that. Now I did like a wave in mine on that. I just simply went like this. And then I went like this. And then I came down like that. To give you an idea. If you want to try that, fine. Yeah, or else you can make your own tie-dye design, or you could just do, like I said, your own sports team, whatever. Your artwork. There's no wrong with that. I'm going to cap this one, go to the red. Shake it up, activate it, like I've been doing. I'm going to do a little dash, 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 dash for the baseball, because you have that stitching in the ball. If you play another sport, like I said before, you could do that. I'm going to do the tie-dye, and you can just go ahead and go in and do it now. It's fine. Just watch that you don't put your hand in the wet part of your marker. Okay, that's it. And then I did a little detail up here like the other to go like with your outfit. Now I'm going to do the red cool sneakers or high tops, and he's ready to go play baseball or go to be mailed to say hi with a letter to a relative or a loved one or cousin, whoever, or just run around the house. So there is our flat Stanley. We're moving over to Susie. Susie's wearing red on mine. I'm going to go red in the bow, boom, fill it in. A little red tongue, whoop, that's it. I'm going to color in her sweater. I'm going to start by the hand and I'm going to put the line where it's going to end first. And I'm going to go ahead and color her sweater in real quick. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I know I'm making jokes. I hope you're laughing. All right, and then over here, I'm coloring this. I'm doing it a little different than this one, and that's okay. I'm just kind of going in between the buttons. And I'm going to continue to go up and down for the sweater. And like so. I want it to look a little different than the other one, so you know they're both different. Okay, but you can make them exactly the same if you want. I'm leaving the lines in to make it look like a sweater, and then I'm going to do this collar too. So that's my fashion design for this one, okay? Now this, I'm going to go zigzag down, like pleats in the dress. Zigzag down, and I'm not measuring it, I'm just kind of eyeballing equal as best as I can, because this is not supposed to be where you get the ruler out. It's okay. All right, and then I go swoop, 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 like a half C. That's it to make the little fringy bottom. I'm going to do it up here on my sweater here just for a little fun detail. All right, and then the socks, I go a line, 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 a line, 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 line. That's it. So a horizontal line and then vertical lines. Hold your Susie down. Color in the black, and where the black isn't, I should say, so the socks show. And you could color these in more so you can have a lot of pink on those socks, like I did. Okay, you're done with the pink cap, or the red, I should say. Kind of comes across pink on the tan, which is fine. Now we're going to go to yellow to continue that idea. So we're going to go hold the legs down. We're going to put 2 little dashes for the knee, just like I have here. I thought they were kind of cute. Don't you? Now, if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. I'm actually going to brighten these up a little because they kind of faded a little. So you just go back in later and do that. Now I'm going to go zigzag down with the yellow in between. We're almost done with the project, as you can see. I go between the ribbon a little, just with the dot. And then I go swoop, 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 swoop for the lace or the ruffle at the bottom. Swoop, 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 swoop. Now we're going to make the thumb. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers and a thumb. There you go. Same thing here. 1, 2, 3. You get the idea. Pinky, ring, middle, 4-finger, thumb. And then that's it. So it's correct. I'm going to leave it like that. This I added a little black in between for shadowing, but you can keep it like that. I will take a little black and finish the hair a little more up here. I'm going to put a little more swoop in her hair for this one. There you go. There's your flat Susie. It was a little wet. I caught a little bit of that. You can always fix it, but let everything dry and like overnight probably. I wouldn't touch them because they will smear. If you have a little brother or sister that want to touch them, I'd put them away or up high so they do dry and no one's playing with it and messes it all up. Okay? So remember, have fun with your flat Stanley or fat Susie or both. And just remember to be happy and keep creating. This is Miss Kim for now. Bye.